All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well, who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I don't want Ratazah this to be edifying. As usual, I'm gonna go into Rakah Kwadash. And it shouldn't be long. It should be a quick one, a short one. This video is real short. I saw it. It popped up in my news feed. It's from 11 Alive, and it's about a minute long, a minute and change. Not even a minute and 1 second long. I'm not gonna play it. Obviously, you know me. I don't want to get copyright stricken. You can go watch it for yourself. I'm gonna read the transcript, right? But as you can see, the video is entitled "An End to Cashless Businesses Sought in Atlanta." And we know Atlanta is a lot of Jake in Atlanta. You know, they called Atlanta Chocolate City. Or was that DC? I don't remember, but you know we know a lot of Jakes are in Atlanta. You know, I think it's DC or Atlanta. One of them is Chocolate City. I can't remember, but anyway, we know a lot of Jake is in Atlanta. You know, a lot. And when I say Jake, I mean Jake is short for Jacob, and we know Jacob's name was changed to Israel, Yasharallah. He is a prince of the power. Jacob means supplanter, but Jacob's name was changed to Israel after he wrestled that angel for the blessing, you know. And yeah, when I say Jake, I mean Jacob, Israel, okay, and not just the northern, not just the Slaket, not just the southern tribe, not just Judah, Benjamin and Levi. I mean the whole Jake for all of Israel. Northern and Southern Kingdom. You so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Latinos, Hispanics, you know, North American Seminole Indians, all right, and the Israelite foreigners that are scattered abroad. That's what I mean when I say Jake, you Israelites. And I'm going to title this video, Jake is in Denial. Jake is in denial, you know, and I'm not talking about a river in Africa. Jake is in denial, but I'm not talking about a river in Africa. Jake don't know what the hell is going on, man. Jake is lost in the sauce. So again, remember this video was entitled "An End to Cashless Businesses Sought in Atlanta," and the chief person that's trying to do it is I'm not gonna play it. Is this? I think he's in the politics. They're gonna say his name. I forget his name. All right, he's the one that's trying to, you know, bring an end to these businesses not accepting cash. So let me read the transcript. It says, "Do you carry cash? Do you carry cash? It is a topic right now for the Atlanta City Council. It's asking Georgia lawmakers to let the city ban cashless businesses. The sponsor says those businesses exclude many young people and people with lower incomes. The cashless trend got a lot of traction over the last decade. Several restaurants inside Point City Market advise their customers they do not take cash." It says, I guess that's supposed to say the businesses. The businesses has vendors embracing cards only. Some businesses turned away from cash sales after a string of robberies targeting cash. Registers and customers and some business folded. Card sale fees into high prices. Atlanta City Councilman Antonio Lewis, that's the Jake you see on the screen, who's in complete denial, who's lost in the sauce, don't know what the hell is going on. Atlanta City Councilman Antonio Lewis says it is time to rethink cashless in the city because he says the cash economy is still alive and well. It says on our cash that cash is the legal tender for payment in this country. I think that you should be forced to accept cash. Lewis says he thinks state lawmakers will embrace his measure. So, you know, like I said, Jake is in denial, man. Jake which I got a couple precepts that was just screaming at me while I was listening to this video. Talking to let me dissect this a little bit. So it says again, Jake is completely in denial because we all know all roads are leading to the Charagma, the MOTB, per Revelation 13 and 16. Everything is going cashless. Everything is going digital. That's the new wave. That's the new trend. Okay? And it's being all orchestrated by the wicked elite. That's why they're setting up these smart cities, these 5-minute cities. There's a transitioning, there's a transitioning of worlds, man. This whole fiat fiscal system is becoming a thing of the past. That's why you see the CBDC being set up. And again, I always mention the BRICS nations, they're setting up their CBDC version. Okay? That's the wave, man. Carl Schwab said China was the perfect model. You got these different nations like Sweden, for example, that are already cashless, that already have the Charagma. These people got the Charagma in them already. So Jake is late to the party as usual. Jake is always the last to find some shit out. And make me think about something that the brother in Hawaii was saying. He did a video on Memphis Bleak, and Memphis Bleak was on the Drink Champs, and he was mocking basically all the people that say Jay-Z's and part of the Illuminati and all this stuff, and he's like, he wasn't part of the Illuminati. He ain't go to no secret meetings, and because you got levels to things, man. You got, there's levels, there's degrees, even in Freemasonry, the Masonic lodges and shit. There's, they got 36 degree. I don't know. I'm just 36 degree Masons. There's levels to things, man. And the higher you climb up climb up the ladder, the more you find out. Shit. They deal with secrecies. A lot of things are on a need to know basis, and a lot of you Jakes ain't on no level, man. this Atlanta City Councilman, you ain't on no level, brother. You ain't. You are you ain't even a luminary. Like Memphis Bleak, you ain't influential. So you not gonna be privy to certain things that Jay-Z's privy to. Just like this guy, he not privy to things that Creepy Joe's privy to, and these different different leaders, man. So again, it says it's like for ranting. Hopefully, it's making sense. Just a lot of things was in my mind when I was listening to this. It says let me see, read a little more. It says the sponsor says, the Jake said it, right? Those businesses exclude many young people with lower incomes, and that was making me think that we know Esau Edom is going to be met with a lot of resistance once he rolls this digital system out. When he comes out, fully implements this Charagma. A lot of these Bible thumpers, a lot of Edomites. You got a lot of Edomites that are privy to what's going on, what time it is, and they're watching, and they're prepping, and they're they're going lash out, and he knows, Esau Edom knows that. That's why he's dragging his hairy knuckles. He's behind on his agenda. The Charagma should have been rolled out, but he's crossing all his T's, dotting all his I's. But I was thinking about, a lot of our people are going to take it, man. A lot of Yasharal are going to take it, especially the young people. For we know the young people are already going to take it. Why? Because they into anything trendy, and they're like the elder apostle Rakal always calls them, these GMO babies. These GMO babies, they're going to line up for the Charagma because they don't know what Jake is lost in the sauce, man. Jake don't know what the hell time it is, and they're easily influenced by these so-called celebrities and idols and stars, athletes. So the young people, we know they with it, and then poor people, the poor people, they like they're between a rock and a hard place. Even if they may not want to take it, they're gonna take it. That's what I was foreseeing. A lot of our people gonna take it, just like they ran down there and took that devil's venom, that devil's piss, man, and put it in their children. A lot of you took that shit, man. A lot of you took it and didn't say nothing, and now you feeling adverse effects. A lot of you dropped dead over it. There's no. It's how much more so with the Quran. A lot of you gonna take it, man. I believe, of course, the elect are not going to take it, you know, but a lot of the middle class, that's where most of the resistance is going to come from. Okay? These good old boys, these, you know, these middle class Edomites, I think they're the ones that's going to lash out a lot. That, you know, because we know sedition is coming, civil war, you know, class wars, race wars. That's where I think Esau is going to be met with the most resistance, besides the elect. Of course, the elect, we ain't taking that shit. And that's why some of us are going to be martyrs, you know. So again, like I said, Jake basically is lost in the sauce, man. He don't know what the hell is going on, what time it is. And then he made a statement about on our money, on our cash, it says this is the legal tender. Yeah, but it also says other things on there, man. Like on the back of the dollar bill, you got the first and foremost, you got the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill. What is that all about? And then on top of the pyramid, you got the all-seeing eye. What the hell is that all about? Like I said, there's levels of things, man. You know, and he ain't on no level. You know, and on top of that, it says what? Annuit coeptus. He favors our enterprise, right? I believe that's what that means in Latin. And then underneath the pyramid, you got Nuevos Order Seclorum, New Order of the Ages. All right, so you completely, you're talking about it says legal tender, man. They usher in a new age, man, a new system. And you late to the party, man. Again, Jake is in denial, just like most of our people are in denial. They hear this truth. They know what time it is. They heard about the Charagma. They know about Esau being the so-called white man. He's our chief adversary. He's about to come down with great wrath. Revelation 12:12. Jake know. You know, Jake know about Jacob's trouble. They heard. They know all hellers are gonna. They heard. You know, but they in denial. Most of our people are in denial. That's the point of this video. Jake is in fucking denial, man. And I'm not talking about a river in Africa. So this is off of Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Denial, right? It says, refusal to satisfy a request or desire. Yeah, Jake refused to turn back to Yahweh Shai. Jake refused to repent, man. 2/3 of Yasharallah. That's why you're going to die here. You refused to come out of Babylon. You refused, you know, to get right. It says refusal to admit the truth. You've heard the truth, man. A lot of you know we Israelites. A lot of you know it. You know about the Israelites. You know, you accept it. You know, but hey, man, you just stuck. You stuck in the matrix. You don't want to wake up out of this nightmare. You're in denial. Like this Jake. You know, it's clear. All signs are showing you that they transitioning, man. Amazon, Whole Foods. You got, man, it's obvious. They got the infrastructure's rolled out already. It's in front of your eyes. All they got to do is a major false flag attack, and they're going to flip the switch. Order out of chaos. You know, that's going to establish order, where they get complete control, like Aaron Russo said. You don't want to obey, they lock your charagma off. That's what times are coming into. But Jake is in denial. They refuse to admit the truth or reality of something. This is not our rest. This place is polluted. We weren't brought here to make it, to be to rise up in the ranks, become politicians and senators and governors and presidents and athletes and actors and actresses. You were brought here as a punishment for disobeying your power, Yahweh Shai, and given into a cruel nation. Your chief adversary, your evil twin brother Esau. And he ruled you, you know, he showed no mercy to this day, you know. What is this? Denial, refusal to acknowledge a person or a thing. They refuse to acknowledge first and foremost Yahweh Shai, and they refuse to acknowledge his men, his servants, his prophets, starting with our elder apostles on down. They refuse to acknowledge this truth, you know. But it's all good. Can't say you weren't warned. The blood is off our hands. It is what it is. So let me bang out these scriptures straight to the point, and I'll close out. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, Jake don't know what time it is. Jake think it's now it's time for this generational curse to get up off of us, and now it's time for us to acquire some real wealth, and trust funds for our children, and and build communities and shit. We done been there, done that, man. We done tried that already. It don't work. You can't build nothing here in Babylon. Okay? First and foremost, this is not your place. This is not your kingdom. This is not your world. It's not your time to reign, man, to rule. Okay? Our kingdom is coming. Okay? But we're gonna go to get to the kingdom. We must go through much tribulation. But Jake ain't trying to hear it. Jake is in denial. Still chasing the American dream. Trying to go to college. Is trying to stack up his 401k. Trying to work, ride out his pension. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Why? Because all hell is about to break loose. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. The third woe is right around the corner. This devil is about to come down with great wrath. He's about to roll out his new digital system, his new order of the ages. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. But Jake don't believe that, because Jake is in denial. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people, who is the Lord's people? Israel, Yasharallah, Jacob. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Jake is bugged the hell out, man. Lost in the sauce, in denial. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. Sottish means stupid, hard-headed, impudent, knuckleheads. For that's Jake all day long, Northern and Southern Kingdom. You can't tell a nigga nothing. Matter of fact, Kanye West made a song. La, 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 la. Niggas can't tell me nothing, right? That's Jake. For my people is foolish. And we show you articles, we show you news clips, you hear it straight from this devil's mouth. So shall they make their tongues fall upon themselves. They expose themselves, insiders, higher luminaries, bring out this truth, because Jake ain't on no fucking level. The man that made the damn charagma told you what it was. Okay? We go into root words. Jake still want to play games, man. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. Because 2/3 of you are full of shit. And that's why I call you the 2/3. And the Lord said, wisdom shall not enter into a malicious soul. A lot of you have ulterior motives, man. You're not trying to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in sincerity and truth. You ain't really got a contrite spirit. You proud. You don't feel like you did nothing wrong, like you deserve to be in the conditions that you're in, catching hell on the bottom with these curses overtaking you. You think you are holier than thou. So Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai can't deal with you. The elect are repentful, contrite, sorrowful for the things we've done in this life and our previous lives. Things that we are still doing. We need saving. We need deliverance. We need the physician, man. The mediator. We need the laws in our inward part, that new covenant. We need to be saved, man. Okay? And that saving is coming. So it says, they are wise to do evil. That's 2/3 of Israel, man. All they know is wickedness, man. But to do good, they have no knowledge. That's Jake all day long. Lost in the sauce. Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. That's Jake all day long, in the sunken place. In the sunken place, and they refuse to get out of it. But the Lord Yahweh shall arise upon thee, the elect of Israel, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Zion, a monument, a beacon of light. When all hell break loose, when all these things we've been telling you comes to pass, as it tells you in 2nd Ezra, then shall be known who are my chosen. Then shall be known a prophet has been among you. But guess what? Then you're going to want to seek the Lord. Then you're going to want to get right. But it's going to be too late, man. The doors of mercy are going to slam shut in your face. You're gonna run to and fro to the Lord, to run into. You're gonna run to and fro to hear the word of the Lord. You know, to seek the word of the Lord, to get this wine in you. It's gonna be too late. You know, and the scriptures say, in their oppression, that in their afflictions, like in their affliction, they shall seek me early, but shall not find me. That's when Jake gonna want to get right, man. But it's gonna be too late. Oh, they were right. You know, Deuteronomy 28 and 29, part of the curse, but that's part of the curses. You know, that's the curses. Jake being in denial, Jake being bugged the hell out, and we all were bugged out. But guess what? Through the mercies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and Rakak Wadash, we heard this word from our elders and our apostles and, you know, all the men underneath pushing this truth. We heard this word, you know, it sucked with us, you know, and it set us free. It freed our mind, you know, it washed us, you know. Now we're becoming new creatures. We're becoming acceptable, you know, renewed. Deuteronomy 28 and 29, but 2/3 is still in that shitty, they're like pigs wallowing in the mud representing their wickedness, laden with their iniquity, stuck on stupid. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. That's Jake, man. They don't get it. You can't escape these curses. You know, you can't outrun these curses. You know, because the Lord put them upon you for a sign and a wonder, and you're not going to prosper. Everything you put your trust in eventually is going to fail you. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Because you're in this predicament for a reason, and the only one that could save you is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and you refuse to turn back to him. You steady trusting in Babylon the Great. You steady trusting in this devil. Your degrees, your jobs, and whatever. Hey, it is what it is. Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them. Woe means destruction. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Yasharallah, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil. That's what's coming. Evil times are on the horizon, bad times, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not power, and their horses flesh and not spirit. You see? You think this man is a god. His technologies and shit, you think he really, you know, on some shit, you know? But you in for a rude awakening. He's just a man, okay? When the Lord Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail together. Yeah, a lot of you want to save this devil. But the scriptures say, though a hand be joined in hand, if hand be joined in hand, they both gonna get thrusted through. Roughly paraphrasing. Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Yasharallah, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because ye despise this word. Jake abhors the laws, statutes, and commandments. They despise the prophets. They despise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They love wickedness. They hate righteousness. They want to keep being adulterers, keep being sodomites, keep celebrating these pagan holidays. They gonna celebrate Halloween. They gonna celebrate Thanksgiving. They gonna celebrate Christmas. You know, they gonna keep celebrating their birthday. Keep eating shrimp, crab, lobster, swine. Keep eating abominable foods. They gonna keep being wicked. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Yasharallah, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression, this wicked ass kingdom, this devil, and perverseness, and stay thereon. You got a lot of our people, you know, want to join the Illuminati, doing all these wicked ass sacrifices in hopes of making it, trimming their ways to seek love. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Yeah, all hell gonna break loose, and it's gonna catch you off guard. Okay? When they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them as a woman in travail, and none shall escape. That's what's coming, because Jake refused to repent. Jake refused to take heed. Jake is in denial. It is what it is, though. Can't say you weren't warned. The butt is off our hands. I'm going to close out here. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You see it. Degenerate vines. Jake is completely destroyed, spoiled, rotten, unrecognizable, filthy. Look at us, you know? Because they refuse to come back to the living waters, to the ointment. They refuse to put the ointment on them, the balm, the healing, you know, this word, this truth. They refuse to put on as the elect. You know, they love being in that degenerate, heathenistic state. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. That's why these curses overtake us. That's why your children get gunned down, get locked up at a young age. Your children do 30, 40 years in prison, hardcore slavery, you know, or die at a young age, you know. That's why you catching hell, because you refuse to repent. Because what? You trust in oppression. You trust in this kingdom. You know? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Everybody got their lot. But hey, at the end of the day, we know what time it is. We woke up out of that sleep, and we know all roads are leading to that charagma. Whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you understand it or not. Our redemption is nigh. Shalom. Wa abad babal kwam yasharallah.